Marianne Anderson was a German immigrant to the United States, a half-Jewish World War II survivor who in 2010 was diagnosed with glioblastoma, which in short is a malignant brain tumor. This rare cancer only affects about 1.4% of people worldwide.
We found out when she started mixing up her words and she couldn't remember the words for things. So if it was a baby bottle, she would call it celery. And we thought there was something wrong that we needed to look into. And she went and saw her doctor and they did a scan right away. And the doctor wanted her to go in the hospital right away because they had found a tumor in her brain. She did really well with surgery. We were a little bit nervous about that. And then after that, they did some rounds of chemo, but she took chemo by pill, and it made her really sick.
And while most people can safely say that their parents will be around for a long time, Amy Salt, whose dad had already passed away in 1999, would now have to face the facts that she would lose her mother as well.
She had a hard time keeping food down. She was nauseous all the time. And that's when my sister and brother-in-law decided to look into alternative options for her.
In 2010, medical marijuana studies were becoming more widely accessible, and Marianne's family were willing to try anything in order for their mother's life to be best as it could for her time remaining.
She went with my brother-in-law and they went to her doctor and talked about getting a medical marijuana card.
Not everyone believes that marijuana can be safely used for medicinal purposes, and Amy and her family had to face the stigma.
I'm not sure why there's a stigma around it. Maybe it stems from the 60s and 70s when there was a lot of different drug use going on, and people have just gotten kind of that idea of that's what this is in their head.
Though Marianne's life ended in September of 2011, a month before her 75th birthday, her memory lives on through her family.
Eventually, the cancer just was overwhelming for her and her brain, and she passed away in September of 2011, exactly a month before her 75th birthday. It's been 5 years and it's still hard every single day. But knowing that some of that time was made easier by something like this is easier for me to handle, knowing that she was helped a little bit by this.
Emma Anderson, Fanshawe Learns.